Emmanuel Pepis of UNOPrivateers.com with head volleyball coach Millicent Van Norden. And coach, all three sets extended. Tough loss tonight to end the season. But just talking about the match overall, and in spots you were doing what you wanted to do and defending better and obviously holding their attack percentage down from the first time that you guys met. But just talking about your overall thoughts of the match.
Yeah, I think for the most part it was a very spirited effort. I think their spirits were high before the match started. Obviously, with it being such a memorable night for our seniors, we wanted to definitely send them out here in a way that they could feel positive about what they had done, just like we talked about earlier. When I reflect on the match, I think early in the set it was kind of that 4-0 or 0-4 start that we talked about not having, but then when they recovered from it, you think about we lost the set by 4. So, going into set 2, it was just talking about, all right, let's not dig a hole for ourselves, let's stay relaxed. And I think we did that all the way up until 16, and then 16 I felt like we got tight, we got tense. So when I called timeout, I just talked to him about, we're not playing to lose, we just need to play. Don't focus on everything being perfect or in system, because it's not going to be. Just focus on working hard for every point. And it took us a few plays after that timeout to get going, and unfortunately we weren't able to win that set either. But overall, a more offensively efficient match for us. We had a few people that hit a little bit over 400 on the match. Cara, number 9, had no errors in the entire match. As an outside hitter, that's an impeccable accomplishment. So I think there were some positives to take from tonight, and hopefully our young players can look forward to building. And, I know Kelsey and Ashley feel real positive about the foundation that they've laid for the team, and, we just have to stay the course and keep working hard.
And that's been the story of the season, where you integrated the younger players as well, with Cara and with Roe, of course, having 10 kills on the night, and just kind of drawing from the seniors and the spirit that they've shown, and really kind of stepping into their own as the season went along.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, our seniors were very positive. No matter what adverse situation we're in, we could always look to them to say something that was going to pick somebody up, and they really wanted to feel good about what they were doing. And I do feel like our young players, in moments and in spurts throughout different matches throughout the entire season, really kind of would step it up, and you can show signs of what we're going to be in the future when we can become more consistent and be more under control and then more confident as a group. So I'm just looking forward to the things that we're going to do in the future here at New Orleans, and excited about it.
And you mentioned about the service game, where it wasn't really a lot of competitive serves from McNeese, and it's kind of the same way tonight as well, where just a couple of serves where they were able to get aces, where it was just judgment calls. Yeah,
I think so too. I think there were some times where we kind of let them off the hook by not following, and that's just volleyball one-on-one. Follow it to the end line. Don't go for the easy point. Be sure, and if it's close, you play it. But I think once we recovered from that, like we were in system very well. Our serve receive was well above a 2.4 efficiently for the entire team, where we rate every single pass that came off of someone. So I think there we were okay. We were prepared for their serves. Like I said, there were moments where we kind of fell short, and we were able to make some adjustments to our serve receive pattern to get through that. Like I said, it's just a matter of being consistent, and there were moments where I felt like we didn't expect the ball to come across, and we let them off the hook, not converting on free ball opportunities, which was a little bit frustrating. And I think that really would have made the difference for us in set 2 and 3. But hindsight's 2020, right? So moving forward, like I said, just going to try to continue to build the program up, and look forward to great things to come.
Some highs and lows, obviously a lot of injuries that you guys had to go through, but overall the program, like you said, just trending on its way up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think injuries are a part of sports. There's no way to prevent them. Accidents happen, and our goal is to just have more depth on the future roster, to where if someone goes down, we're more prepared for that next person to step in and make as much of an impact as that person was before. And so that is one of our goals next year moving forward, just depth at every position, very competitive practices and training sessions, and that way when we get to a match, we're not seeing things that we hadn't seen before. And I think our hitters struggled a little bit because we're not a strong blocking team to transition into matches, whereas okay, well, here's a block bigger than the block that they face in practice day to day. And so those are some of the things we're going to try to offset next year, and I'm sure that's going to make a big difference for us.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For Coach Van Norden, this is Emmanuel Pepis of UNOPrivateers.com.